Welcome, Weebs. Today, we are going over the summer 2021 season of anime. We got a great show for you guys today. Listen, most of our viewers are not subscribed. If you stumbled here, hi, we are the Weeb Retreat. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe. We review weekly episodes of anime on our podcast. Comes out every week. Really trying to get the channel to pop off. We appreciate all of you for watching. So we're going to go through the summer 2021 list of anime. Right around the corner. Isn't that crazy, Germs?
Doesn't feel like it.
And then at the end, we will be discussing what's going to make our weekly roundup for our podcast. My name is James. This is Germs. And we're ready to go.
So we go using AniList here, and then we have it sorted by popularity. So we're gonna go from the most popular shows down to the least popular, and then we'll talk about it. A lot of the ones here. Not everything. There's too much to talk about, but the important stuff for us.
Right. A little bit of a slower season compared to last few seasons, but let's get right into it. Usually I am the introducer of topics for the podcast, but for these special episodes, Germs is going to lead us today. So let's get into it.
Yeah, so the first one we got here is a big one, as everyone knows, the Reincarnated Slime, Season 2, Part 2. It's going to be 12 episodes. It's the second core. It's an action comedy fantasy. And there isn't too much to talk about here. If you aren't watching it, just right from the last part here, it was a real spicy cliffhanger that we got there. So it's going to be real spicy to see what they do this next season. And I like the drip that everyone's got going on here. Everyone's looking pretty nice. The Shion's buttons are barely hanging in there, but that's just that's just how it be.
That's how we like it. That's how we like it.
Yeah, so so many people are already planning to watch this. It's not even a surprise with the popularity of the whole series. It's been. You haven't started it at all, right? It's just.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. But
so for any new viewers, Germs is the isekai guy. I am not. For every show that we open up and take a look at, we're going to be talking about whether we are going to watch it, pass on it, or it's going to be a maybe for us. So I can already assume what Germs' answer is going to be on this one.
Easy watch for this one here, and then you haven't seen
for me, the only reason I'm not going to watch it is I'm not caught up. I'm not watching it. Very simple. It doesn't look bad. It actually looks decent. It looks like a standard isekai. Looks fun. I'm just not watching it. So
yeah. So let's go to the next one here. The good stuff here. Kobayashi's Maid Dragon Season 2, baby. It's been years since the original one ended. I thought, I was like, okay, I'll leave off with this first season. It was nice, good.
When did the original come out?
The original came out
2018.
Well, it's 2017. Woo.
2017. Wow.
Winter of 2017. So not even actually 2017 there. Wow, it's crazy.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so it's been a while. So I'm super excited for this new season. I was pretty shocked. I think everyone else was shocked to see another season announced and seeing that spice of this new character here. Yes. A lot of controversy is going to be about this one for sure. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, listen, I'm a little bit behind on the Kobayashi train, but I am watching season 1 in order to catch up for this season for summer. Man, I'm hyped. Listen, I'm not. I don't know how season 1 ends. I don't know any of that. I'm like halfway through. I think I'm on episode 8 of like 12 or 13. From what I've seen so far, I really like the show. It's very wholesome, cute. It's like a slice of life. Go back to the tags, Germs. This is like a slice of life, cute little fun show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
fantasy.
Comedy, fantasy, slice of life. I really like it. I really like it from what I've seen. I don't assume the second half of season 1 goes down the hill. I assume it stays as good as it's been for me. And I'm really liking it. So this is a watch for me, for sure. I mean, I'm watching the first season to catch up for this season. So yeah. What about you?
Oh, easy watch for me. Easy watch. I think every anime fan is going to be easy watch for everyone. Maybe some, people are going to be a little controversial about the size of some of these characters' breasts, but it happens every season.
Well, they already have one in season 1. I don't know. Yeah,
This,
it's
yeah.
that's anime. I don't know what to tell you. Don't be pissed off. This one
Hmm.
gets the We Retreat seal of approval. We are definitely going to be watching this one, and we're both
Oh
hyped
yeah.
for it.
Oh yeah, definitely. So next we have here is the Boku no Hero Academia movie, World's Heroes mission. So this is the third movie. The first two weren't bad. Nice little watches, some hype in the that second one at that last fight.
Ha!
So,
Hold up. That second one, was that really a Boku no Hero movie or was that a Dragon Ball Z movie? I'm still confused about that. I'm still confused about that.
yes, I imagine I like the drip that they got going on here for all with the outfits they got going. So, and it seems like some interesting idea. It's like spy movie or some crazy shit. So
Hmm.
so yeah, we have the mysterious organization dedicated to the destruction of people with quirks has issued a threat and set bombs all over the world. Pro heroes and those in hero internships scramble to find the bombs. Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki enter Roddy, a boy living in a mobile home in their designated area of Osen, and end up working with him. So, if you saw the trailer, there's a lot of like spy stuff going on here, and so seems interesting. An original movie as always. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, the show is really it's really pivoting to Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. So I think it's very apt that they're going to release this movie now. I think that they're kind of getting the anime fandom, the anime watchers to get used to that. I assume it's probably going to be anime original. All the movies are. So, I can see why they would pick the route of, let's get these three to be the main protagonists of the movie because that's just the way the series is going. So, yeah. Any other interesting things about it? I mean, we got the costumes going. The costumes look sick.
Hmm. Yeah, seems like there's a little bit more interesting aspects to this one than the other one. Other ones, like they had a little bit of stuff here, but everyone having these like outfits, spies, and the terrorist threats and all that. Okay, there's actually some spice going on here than the other movies.
Have you seen the trailer for this one?
Yeah.
You have.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I haven't. Let's play it real quick, and then I'll just give a quick reaction to what I think of it.
All right.
All right. So yeah, just watched the trailer for the first time. Hey, I'm hyped. That
Hmm.
looked good. That scroll up to the description. What's his name? Roddy, I think his name was. Can you
Hmm.
highlight that for me, Roddy? Yeah. I don't. If the movie centers around him a lot, he might be a make or break factor in the movie. Like, hopefully, he's not too annoying. Looks like the villain is that blue guy down there in the picture. Maybe I don't know. But
Hmm.
yeah, like you mentioned, a lot of heroes. Does that surprise you? Like the pros
Yeah.
and all that?
Yeah. After watching it again, I saw like every 1A, 1B pro heroes all over. So it seemed pretty interesting. It's interesting to see here.
Yeah, Boku no Heroes kind of for this season that we're watching. We're coming out of the spring season, going into the summer. For this fifth season, the first arc, the first core of this fifth season was a little slow. I have my complaints about it, but listen, it looks like it's picking back up, and this looks like a fun movie. So
Hmm.
I'm definitely watching this one. I mean, we're Boku no Hero watchers. How are you not gonna at least check out the movie once? You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, so it's also a watch for me here. It seems like this has a little more potential than the other ones for me. So pretty high, pretty
Than
high.
the other movies, you think?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
All right. So
cool.
that's next
That
we
one gets
got
the Weeb Retreat seal of approval.
mhm. And then now we got Wonder Egg Priority, Tobetsu Hen. So special. It's gonna be beautiful, beautiful. It's action drama fantasy. It's a special for the end of the first season here that concludes the story of Wonder Egg, as the description says. So we're super excited for this. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's the end of the series. This is an anime original. It was supposed to already end. It was supposed to be just that season, but as we know, Cloverworks fell a little bit behind, and we had that infamous episode 8 recap episode, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. We get a special. We talked about this on the podcast. We're gonna link it up right here. We reviewed it. We have lots of praise for it. We speculated that the special should be more than a episode's length, and we have that confirmed. I think it's 40 minutes or an hour or something like that.
Yeah, a full 40 minutes. So that's gonna be beautiful. Give it a little extra time to finish up with whatever it needs to do.
Yeah, you want to watch that trailer?
But nothing.
All right, so yeah, so that trailer didn't really reveal much, but honestly, I don't need it to. Like, listen, I think that Wonder Egg has such beautiful animation. Can you imagine what they're going to do for a special? Now that Cloverworks is not crunched for week after week, now we've had a little bit of time. They're not I think this season this past season, now we're going into summer. They had Shadow's House, like they had a little bit less on their plate this season, and so hopefully the animators have had a lot of time to pour a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this special. They did that with the series, and it looked beautiful. So yeah, hopefully we get some beautiful, beautiful animation, and they conclude the story how they originally intended to conclude the story. So
Yeah, super exciting, especially given that 40 minutes to really get everything we want.
yeah, listen, there's not much to say about this one because we don't know anything. Nothing is being revealed to us, but that's fine. I think it's maybe better to go in blind for this one. Treat it like a special last episode of the series. That's all I need to know. There's more Wonder Egg Priority coming out. That's all I need to know. I'll be watching it. So
Same
this
as
is
well.
definitely
for
a
me.
watch for me. Definitely a watch for you, Germs.
Yep. Definitely a watch.
Definitely
Super
that one.
excited.
Yeah, that one gets the Weeb Retreat seal of approval for sure. For sure.
So next on the list here, something hot, fresh, and new. We got Tate wa mo Shinduru. It's a comedy drama mystery by Agni. That name doesn't ring a bell to me at the moment. But
Yeah, we will click on that studio and see what they've done. But let's see this synopsis.
So the story follows Kimiko Shimizuwa, a young man who 4 years ago became the assistant of a mysterious detective known as Shista on a hijacked airplane. Together, Kimiko and Shista went on a mind-boggling globe-trotting adventure while combating a secret organization, but all that came to an end when they were separated by Shista's death. In the present day, Kimiko tries to return to an ordinary, boring life as a high school student, but things are never that simple, even though the detective is already dead. So this has a very interesting premise because we don't go right from this globe-trotting crazy adventure. We're in the end game here. It starts right in the end game. It's the detective's already dead. Now it's just the assistant like, oh shit, well now I'm just a normal person since I don't have the Watson or not the Sherlock Holmes with me. So I think it's a very interesting idea. What are your thoughts from just the description here?
Well, yes, certainly this description looks good. Do we have a trailer down there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's peep that. Have you seen this trailer yet?
Yep. So we'll take a quick.
All right, let me take a look at it, and then I'll give you my thoughts on the trailer.
All right, sounds good.
So yeah, looks interesting. The only thing that I'm curious about is the studio. You want to check out this random Engi studio?
Yeah, sure. Engi. Hey, they did a Full Dive RPG from last season.
Uzaki-chan.
Data Live 3, and then that other random show, somewhat wrestling, but seems like they started with Data Live 3. So very interesting.
Yeah, 2019. So they're a newer studio. Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even notice with Data Live 3, and it seems like just a totally normal studio. Nothing bad to say from my previous watchings of all their stuff.
Doesn't look like any duds.
Oh, and then also, this I don't know why she's in here. This is a VTuber here. I don't know why she's part of the supporting cast. So I don't know. Maybe so. There's a mistake here, but
as a voice actress, maybe. I mean,
I'd imagine so. It's very interesting. I don't know. I don't know why she's in here. I know there's another show where the VTubers are singing the ending credits, but we can talk about that when we get to there. But I don't know why Matsuri is here. That chaotic energy is here. So I think this is definitely going to be a watch on my end. I don't know. Maybe after the first few episodes, maybe I won't be as excited for it, but it seems interesting. It seems something fresh and new to me. what are your thoughts on what you've seen so far?
Um, I'm not sold.
Hmm.
So it's going to be a maybe for me. I'm not going to say I'm going to pass on it, but I'll see what the people say. I'll see what you say. And
Hmm.
listen, if it's good, it's good. I'm always open to any anime to watch. And the premise seems interesting. So yeah, this will be on my radar. Not a watch, but it's on my radar.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. So next on the list we got Vantis no Carte by Bones. Woo. It's a
Vanitas.
drama mystery supernatural. No
Yep.
episode list here, but let's go right into the description. So rumors revolving around the book of Vanitas, Claymore, a clockwork grimoire of dubious reputation, draw no Noe, a young vampire in search of a friend's salvation, into Paris, what awaits him in the City of Flowers. However, it's not long hours treading the pavement or rifling through dusty bookshelves in search of the tome. Instead, his quarry comes to him in the arms of a man claiming to be the vampire doctor. Thrust into a conflict that threatens peace between humans and vampires, Will Noe cast in his lot with the curious and slightly unbalanced Vanitas and his quest to save vampire kind. That was some big words there, some fancy words, but seems okay. It has a little bit of interesting idea with some vampires and humans in here. What are your thoughts on this, especially with it being bones?
Um,
Whew.
yes, that is what I wanted to bring up to you. Screams generic to me. Screams something I'm not interested in. It's vampires and shit. It looks okay. Yeah, I'm not saying it looks bad. I only like to watch the cream of the crop. Honestly, I've seen so many mid shows before, so I'm harsh on this kind of stuff. But listen, even though it doesn't look like my type of show, there's one thing calling my name, and that's Bones. I fucking love Bones. You want to pull up Bones real quick? Their
Oh
track
yeah.
record is phenomenal. Bones, Madhouse. I mean, it's just this is one of
Uh,
the great
well,
studios.
and also there's already a part two announced for this
Yes,
for
that is
next.
something to talk about as well. But yeah, obviously the big one's Boku no Hero. They have Boku no Hero under their watch. Listen, you can say what you want about Boku no Hero. I think they're handling it well. Looks like Mob Psycho. Mob
Mm-hmm.
Psycho was handled fantastic. Mob was great.
It's just quality stuff all around. I don't think
Got that
there's.
Kekai Sensen that you love.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they just always constantly do a lot of high quality stuff all the time. So I'm
The
excited to see how.
Origami.
Hmm. I think
Yeah.
we've seen enough there. But
So they have a good track record, and that's what makes it interesting for me. I've seen the trailer already. Have you seen it? You've seen it,
mhm,
right? Yeah.
yeah,
So listen, I'm not sold on this one. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, Germs? What are your thoughts on this one?
it's been a little while since I've seen an actual, well, not good, but somewhat at least better than Noblesse vampires. So
Ooh,
hopefully there's some
ooh,
at least this main character hopefully will have some personality. Because having
ooh.
with
Yeah.
Noblesse, because the main character had literally zero personality at all. He had some history and some things that had gone with him, but as a character, garbage. So I think mostly just me going from such a bad vampire show to like any vampire show sounds like a good one to me right now. I'm just so starved for vampire content. I love vampires,
Right.
so um, that's mostly why I'm excited for this one because it seems like not a bad vampire one. Not seem like not like a 10 out of 10 vampire one here we got, but compared to Noblesse, it might as well be 10 out of 10.
Right. Right.
But that's my thoughts on it. I'm gonna watch it just because I like vampires and I'm kind of I kind of want to see something nice, vampire
Yeah.
wise. So, but you're probably gonna pass on this.
No, I'll keep my eye on it. I'll put it as a
Spicy.
maybe. If it wasn't Bones, I would probably sit here and tell you I'm going to pass on it. But it's Bones. They do great. They do great work. Let's see what the people say. If the people like it, I'll check it out. It doesn't scream that it's for me, but again, it's the studio behind it. I have a lot of trust in the studio behind it. So we'll see. We'll see.
Hmm.
You never know. It's like 3, 4, 5 weeks in, then you kind of get a feel for like what shows are really taking over the season. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
sometimes there's ones that you didn't expect. You know what I mean?
86.
So we did not expect 86 to pop off like it did. So let's see. You know what I mean? Let's see.
So next we have the list here is Gensuke, Shugo, Yusha, no, Hako, Shenki. It's Japanese, man. I'm not. So we got JC Staff here. It's an action adventure fantasy. It seems pretty. Just from looking at it, looks like a pretty normal generic fantasy. But I'll see what the description here is. So, suddenly summoned to a fantasy world and bethralled by the princess, Kazuya Shoma is crowned the new king after providing the royal family with impressive advice. To rule his kingdom, he is taking the non-traditional and very human route of administering a reform in a realm of dragons and elves. Will this revolutionary, unique path prove effective? So the main thing with here, it seemed like it's a really high fantasy here. There's a lot of different, usually in anime when they say, fantasy, like Konosuba or something, it's like, okay, every once in a while there's like one little fantasy thing here. But from the trailer I was seeing, it's like, a bunch of beastmen and all these other kind of creatures. It's like, okay, we're getting to an actual kind of fantasy isekai here. It's a little bit more different than the usual setting for the, fantasy. So I kind of like this one. He's already the king and all this kind of stuff, so we're kind of skipping steps in the isekai genre for a lot of these normal ones and getting some unique ideas in my mind. But, I'm the super huge isekai guy. As a non-isekai fan, I'd imagine this is probably the most generic looking thing here, but since I'm so deep in it, it's got some ideas here. Usually an isekai has like one little twist or so. This has like 2 twists in here, so that's why I'm a little more excited to watch this than a normal fan. But what are your thoughts on this?
JC Staff looks generic to me. Listen, I'm not the guy to ask this. You know what I mean? I'm the wrong guy to ask if this show is going to be good. You're the guy to ask. You're the guy that's deep in the genre,
Hey, there's 12 other thousand people you should ask too. 24 people have already dropped it, Mr. James.
How? They're from the future. Well, you can make that 25. You can add one to the list. I won't be checking this out, but listen, if you like isekai, consult Germs here. Germs would tell you what's good and what's not good. He says that there's some twists with this one, so yeah. It's not for me. I'm the wrong audience, so it's a pass for me. I assume you're gonna watch it.
Well, now we got some spice going on here, Mr. James. Now we got Kanojo Mo Kanojo. It's by Tezuka Productions. We'll have to see what that is, but it's a comedy, romance, slice of life. But
so explain this one to me. Highlight it for me, and tell me what's going on with this one, Germs. Let's read this.
So, Noya Muki has loved Saki since grade school, and once she finally accepts his feelings, he's at his happiest. But one day, a cute girl named Nagasaki Minase confesses to him. Not wishing to choose only one over the other, Nayo chooses to go out with both of them. What will this love triangle that challenges morality itself? And if you watch the trailer, there's actually a third one that gets thrown into the mix. And she's like, well, since you're both dating him, why can't I date him too? So, we got 3 girl. He's a triple timer here, or whatever.
Okay, but I have some questions. First of all, Saki is a funny name. Just wanted to point that out. We got 4 girls in the picture, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where's he at? Who's the 4th girl? Maybe I need to watch the trailer. Should we check out the trailer?
Yeah.
Let me watch the trailer and give my thoughts, because I'm just not getting the promotional picture we have. Okay.
What are your thoughts? This is the ultimate. This is the most Chad MC I think we might have ever seen.
Yeah. What studio is this again?
Tezuka Productions. Let's see. Oh, that's okay.
Hold on. Did they do season 2 of Quintuplets?
No, they did not.
No. Interesting.
We have some. They've been here for a while. Look.
Wow. I think that might have been multiple. Real quick, go to Kids on the Slope for me.
Wait. I'm going back to see how far back they go.
Well, yeah, you're digging. They have a lot of older anime, like remakes and stuff like that. It looks like, and then we're back in the
Tezuka
'80s, so
seems
they got a lot of.
yeah, Tezuka seems like a familiar name. I think that's like some.
Well, look at Astro Boy. I think they had Astro Boy in there.
Yeah, this has been the original, the Doro 2. So this is a OG studio that's just been slowly, just not a big name, but they got some series every once in a while. Very interesting. So what do you want to see?
I wanted to see if Sakamichi no Apollon was done completely by them. Because that would blow my mind if it was.
No, that was done by
Mappa as well.
Mappa as well.
It says Tezuka Productions and Mappa. Okay. I was just gonna say one of my favorite anime of all time was done by the studio, and I just didn't. That would have blown my mind. All right, so listen. I want you to talk. What do you think about this? What
a wild premise here. It's like, okay, he has one girlfriend already, I told her like 10 steps ahead of most MCs. And then now he's like, yo, a second girl asked me out. Oh, I'll just date. I'll ask my girlfriend if I should date her too. It's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this guy? Is a madman. And then this third girl's like, well, you're dating both of them. Wait, why don't you just date me too? It's like, whoa. So this just seems like just like a dumb wild time,
I think it's so funny that the third hoe just like chimes in, but like she's not in the description. She's not in the synopsis at all. She just like, at some point in the series she's going to come in. And then watching the trailer, my question was, why is there 4 girls there? It looks like one of them is Saki's friend. So maybe she joins the harem at some point. I mean, shit, I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Like, would I watch this on my own? I don't know. But listen, would this be fun to put on the weekly roundup? Ask yourself that question. Would this be fun to watch every week and discuss every week? Like, who's your best girl? Like, when does the third girl come in? There's all types of angles we could talk here. Like, how Chad is the MC really? Like, is he gonna be as Chad as we think he is?
Well, he's pretty loud spoken in the in the trailer. He was pretty loud.
Yeah. See.
Oh, yes, you didn't
hear through this casting, but what do you think? Are you watching this?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be watching this. This is gonna be this is one of those dumb shows that just seems like a fun time to watch. They got waifus here. It seems like dumb fun. It's just an easy watch for me. It's not gonna be a 10 out of 10, but it's still gonna be fun nonetheless. And fun is the part of the game. A show can be 10 out of 10, but cannot be fun to watch. But this is easy. This is just dumb fun.
Yeah, listen, the entertainment value looks off the charts here. And so would I watch this on my own? No. But if we come to an agreement that maybe this is a candidate for the weekly roundup, I think I'd watch this every week and discuss it with you. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So I'll say maybe, but very high potential. I mean, what's the chances that we talk about this every week and have a bunch of laughs about it? You know what I mean? So would I watch it on my own? I don't think so. But would I watch it with you and discuss it every week and discuss it for you viewers at home? Maybe. Yeah. So it's a high potential for me. This one might make the weekly roundup.
Yeah. Sounds good. Seems like a fun one.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of fun. All right. Educate me on this one. What's going on with this one, Germs?
So we got Jaya-sama wa Kunjinekai by Silverlink. I know they've done a lot of stuff, a lot of fantasy and stuff, but they have a comedy, ecchi slice of life. So let's go right into it. So the Great Jaya, the Dark Realm's second in command, cuts a frightening figure, feared and revered by all. But when a run-in with a magical girl results in the destruction of the precious mana crystal, the Dark Realm falls, transporting the newly puny and powerless Jaya to the human world. Unfortunately, plotting the revival of the Dark Realm from a cramped, crumbling one-room apartment is no easy when you have rent to pay and a job to keep. So, I saw the thing right here, but this is basically Devil's a Part-Timer, but with
I was just about to bring up a parallel, and I thought that you might think that was a dumb parallel, but hey, at least someone else pointed it out.
So
I'm glad I'm not the only one to think about that.
So yeah, it just seems like a nice, comfortable slice of life comedy, just like Devil's a Part-Timer, but now with just cute girls, or more cute girls. So I think this is, and I read the manga. There's some good comedy in here. So I think it's just gonna be a nice, fun watch. What are your thoughts from what you see here?
I didn't love Devils as a part timer.
Oh,
I thought it was
sadness.
okay. I thought it was okay. It was okay. I didn't love it like a lot of people love it. So I don't know. From what you've read, is this as good as Devils a part timer? Is it better?
Yeah,
Is it worse? What do you think about it?
I think it's just as good. Just as good. And yeah,
This
now
is
you have more
yeah.
cute girls as well, so even a little bit better on that aspect. But that's just me, a lot of other fans as well. So, and not every anime is for everyone. But I'm
Is there an episode count for this one? Do we know?
no. No, there's
And
not.
there's no trailer for it either.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. So you're definitely watching it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a maybe, but if I'm being honest, probably not. Listen, if this one is very popular and takes the season by storm, I guess if it's a must see anime, but it doesn't scream anything to me. But listen, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I'm glad that you enjoy it. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it looks okay. It looks okay. I don't know if it's for me, but it looks okay.
And then this one, as you can see with the first comment here, so like 3 VTubers will be singing the ED, and so that's interesting seeing VTubers just cramp into anime. It's pretty
Scroll
wild.
down real quick. Read them for the audience.
So we have the
What are you showing
classics.
us?
So we have Minato Aqua, Ozora Subaru, and Mozutsu Nene will be singing the ED. So if you're
Okay.
in the about VTubers, these are classic names here, especially
Mhm.
Aqua and Subaru. So
Yeah.
that's all. It's pretty interesting just seeing that VTubers are integrating a bit into the anime sphere. They're Japanese, so it
Who would have
kind of
guessed
makes
that? That's
sense.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. But I think we said we will be our thoughts on this. So it's a watch for me. Not much for
And
James style.
it's a maybe for me, but probably not. Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll be open to it. I'll be
Mhm.
open to it.
Sonny Boy by Madhouse, 12 episodes, just sci-fi here. But I think there should be more than just sci-fi, as we'll see in the description here. But Sonny Boy is a sci-fi survival series packed with a stacked 36 student cast of characters uprooted from their middle school lives. These students end up in another dimension and have to fight to survive. So I think that one description of just sci-fi is not a very good tag there, but this is a very weird and very weird series. And you haven't seen the trailer for this one, right?
No, I have not. And what was the studio? Madhouse?
Madhouse.
That's
And
a good. That's promising. That's good.
so we'll check the trailer out and we'll be right back. So what are your thoughts on that? It's very interesting. The art style in it is very unique. Kind of reminds me of Ping Pong, the animation.
Yeah. Do me a
So
favor. Scroll up and highlight the description. I want to read it just myself one more time. I mean, it's like two sentences. So it's a survival series. And listen,
sci-fi.
that trailer was very eclectic. I mean, all types of stuff going on. I don't know. It sort of seems a little avant-garde to me.
Oh yeah.
We mentioned that it has that interesting animation style. I'm trying to see where the hook is. Maybe click on the. Is there anything else we can get? Can you click on the characters? I mean,
Well, that might be
um,
spoilers. Thus,
yeah,
it just
12
seems
episodes.
very 12 episodes. I don't think there's any. Yeah, there's no previous, so it's an original map.
Oh, it's original. Yeah, okay. Hmm.
So it's very very avant-garde feeling, like some ping pong animation kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
a lot of scenes had like it kind of looked like pretty bad animation, but like some scenes it's like, oh, that looks pretty nice, but overall it looks pretty bad initially. But that's how ping pong animation kind of looked. But the seeing it in motion and that kind of stuff adds another thing. So it's very weird. I don't know how to think about this. Very avant-garde, as you said.
Yeah. The only problem I see with it. So listen, interesting premise. I feel like they don't give us enough, but okay. The trailer gives us nothing. Bunch of mashed up scenes that are interesting. Madhouse, good, cool, fun. Anime original, interesting. I just don't see where the hook is. I don't know. It's a survival series, and they end up in another dimension, and they're gonna survive. And I need something to bite on here, and I just don't have anything to bite on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly interesting, but I just don't see what the appeal is. Like, where's the it factor? You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very weird. It's already the first episode out. Um, so
Hmm.
yeah, they did an advanced. They did it a little fast, but starting in a few weeks, the next episode. So very interesting, very weird. I don't. I'll watch it because it looks so out there, but I'm not hooked in any way at all, other than just it looks interesting. The
That
same for you.
first episode's on YouTube. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess if you guys want to watch it and check it out, I mean, it's already got the first episode up. Skim through it, see if you like it. I'll be honest, it's a pass from me, but it's and the only reason this could have been a watch. This you honestly could have. Madhouse looks interesting. It's got that ping pong animation vibe. I like anime that stick out. You know what I mean? I don't like the generic. I don't want to say isekai, but a lot of stuff is isekai. A lot of stuff is a lot of stuff we've seen before. This looks new. It looks fresh. I
Yeah.
just don't see what the hook is. What's the appeal? So, it's a pass for me. Pass for me.
All right. Next, we have Bokudachi no Remake by Feel, comedy sci-fi. So we have Hashiba Koya is a 28-year-old game developer with his company going bankrupt and him losing his job. He returns to his hometown. Looking at the success of creators his age, he finds himself regretting his life decisions as he lays distressed on his bed. But when he opens his eyes, he finds that he's traveled back 10 years to the past before he entered college. So, one of those isekai, not isekais, just going back in time, time travel kind of. Well, not. Well, he only time traveled once, so it's basically like an isekai, but not. So, very interesting. There's very rare, like it feels like every year we get like maybe one show about game developers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, it's obviously going to be a little bit more, fantasy wise. It's not the actual game industry and how cruel it is and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun just watching a little fun way of seeing the game development industry. So maybe we'll get a little. I always like to watching these shows kind of like a documentary in a way, like on YouTube, like how it's made or all those other kind of things. Just like see behind the scenes a little bit. Might not be accurate, but just seeing is like interesting for me. What are your thoughts?
So you like these types of shows for that reason, just to like see the industry and
Like
behind
new
the scenes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a Bakuman where they talk about the manga industry. Like you like seeing like kind of
Behind the scenes.
You know what this screams to me? It screams to me like just the synopsis. This is almost like the last. I forget the name of it, but the one that we talked about with Devil's a Part-Timer. This one is very similar to Real Life. I don't think you've seen that one. I haven't seen it, but basically, it's the synopsis for that one is a 27-year-old shitty life somehow, and he time travels back to being a 17-year-old, and he gets like a fresh start. Sort of the same premise here, right? I mean, 28-year-old game developer, company's going bankrupt, losing his job. So I mean, it's like literally the same storyline. So I guess if you like this kind of story, maybe this one's for you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's the studio is Feel. You said
Feel, yeah. So they've done some, yeah. Snafu season 3, Tart. I haven't seen those two. Hidden Matsuri Baby. Oh, so good. Hidden gem of the. Well, I think it was pretty popular, I guess, but that's good. Good shit right there. Oh, this was a real hidden gem. Tutsuki no Kirei. Oh, yeah, I see a lot of classics here, especially now we're going back. Bikini Warriors, baby.
Well, let's be careful with the word classics, but yeah, a lot of hidden gems, as you say, a lot of stuff that you liked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
yeah. Well, if they've given you a bunch of hidden gems, then this one, I don't want to speak for you, but I'll assume that you're going to watch this one because they have a good track record with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what about you?
It's just hard, man. It's a pass for me. It just looks generic, but that's me. I'm the
Hmm.
stickler here. You're gonna the reason why we have the show we have is because we have two different tastes and personalities and opinions when it comes to anime. So, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit more of a hard ass, and I'll be honest, it's a pass for me. But hope you enjoy it. Tell me how it
Hmm.
goes.
All right. So let's go on to the next one here. So this is a very interesting
Oh
one.
yeah,
Peach.
we really I listen, of all of the list that we had prepared to show you guys all these shows today. This is one I really wanted to discuss. I'm very curious as to what you think about this. Let's get into it, Germs. Let's get into this one.
So we got Peach Boy Riverside by Ashari Production. Don't know, never heard of that name before, but Venture Fantasy. So we have a paragraph here, but
Let's see it.
Sal String, Aldrake, princess of the kingdom of Aldrake, dreams of traveling the world, a dangerous dream in a land where monsters roam the countryside as they please, and humans live behind high, strong walls. But when a chance meeting with a traveler, Mikoto gives hope to her dream, he shatters it soon after as he reveals himself to be none than Momotaro, ruthless demon slayer. Though horrified by the gore Momotaro leaves behind, Saltharian, is convinced more than ever that she needs to learn about the world beyond the walls and journeys out, following the steps of the mysterious, charismatic, terrifying boy she met that day. So, very, very, in the trailer, I was like, ooh, there's some spice in here. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I've been eyeing this one for a while, dude. Does that
Look at
surprise
that.
you? I've been
For a
looking at this one
while.
for a while.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Whew.
for a while. Listen, Peach Boy Riverside has to an anime has tons of terrible English translated names, but that sounds horrendous. That is one of the worst titles of any piece of fiction I've ever heard. Yeah, I'm watching Peach Boy Riverside. Terrible, terrible name. The description, listen, I want to get your opinion on this. I think the description is solid. That's a solid premise, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not instantly hooked, but solid, I would say. You've seen the trailer for this?
Mm-hmm.
I think solid trailer. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. It's a very interesting show. It's no isekai. It's just normal fantasy. They have the high walls. We have this weird ass looking rabbit thingamajig. Like
Yeah.
they're not. There's dragons and other monsters and stuff, but just like the gore and the just like look at that face right there. Look at those faces right there. There's some. They got a little.
Yeah.
They're a little messed up in the head, but in the fun way, you know.
Yes.
So very interesting.
Do me a favor. Let's check out the studio. You said that you're not familiar with them, right?
Yeah.
What have they done?
Interesting. That's from a game. Very little. Oh, well, that's a complete surprise to see there. I forgot what that was called. But that was a pretty well liked show during that season. But that show
Have you seen any of these? Have you even seen any of
Oh,
these?
hey, well, I read Mega Box, so but I haven't
Yeah.
seen. I don't think I've seen like any of their shows.
Hmm.
But it seems like they've been doing stuff for a while. It's just guess they helped out with One Piece, I guess, randomly in
Yeah.
99. It's like
yeah,
what?
that's what that means.
So this seems like just like a classic studio that's just been kind of just chugging along in the background, you know.
Yeah. That's interesting, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna watch this. It seems like it has a very some spice here. There's
You're gonna
they have
watch
high
it.
wall.
You're gonna watch
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah. I wonder how much gore there's gonna be. They always say gore, but Goblin Slayer had some gore, but that was only for like a little bit. I wonder if they're gonna go. It's gonna be constant or something. I don't know, some spice. But looking at those faces, I'm assuming there will be.
On everything that you're going to watch this season, where does this rank for you? Are you is this like one of your more anticipated, middle of the pack? Like, are you hyped for this, or what? Like, how interested are you in this one?
I'll say this is probably average, maybe slightly above average, because they have some unique designs with the monsters and stuff I'm seeing back here as well. So, and the characters seem like some wild cards here as well. And they have the little things in their eyes. So it's very interesting. It's above average. Not towards my top. There's some other good ones before that we're talking about that we're a little bit more excited to see. But I think this will be a fun, this little watch, a little fun. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's cool that we get a lead female in a shonen action fantasy whatever. So that's interesting. And then you got the guy who he looks like a girl, but that's a guy. And then you got the rabbit. You got Big Tits. Carrot, is her name really Carrot?
Yeah, I thought you thought she would be called Carrot.
Yeah, no shit. You
have a dog as a main character.
How did To Your Eternity get here? What's going on here? Episode count? Any episode count?
I
don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Nope.
Listen, man. I'm gonna watch this shit, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna watch. Are you surprised?
I'm surprised.
I'm gonna watch this because, listen. Okay, the trailer's good. Premise looks good. I like that there's a lead female. I like that we got big tits too. It's not an isekai, so thank the Lord. It's like it doesn't look like a recycled generic isekai, right? The action looked good in the trailer. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's a great show, but
a fun watch.
Maybe it looks like a fun watch. It looks like a fun watch. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Is this potential for the weekly roundup?
I would say possibly. Possibly. We'll have to look a little bit more into. Maybe I'll look a little bit into the source material a little bit just to see a little quick taste. Maybe.
Yeah,
we'll see.
What are the people saying about it? But it's a candidate, and this is going to get the Weeb Retreat seal of approval. We are both watching this one. This is the one I really wanted. This and obviously, like Kobayashi and some of the bigger ones. This is the one I really wanted to talk about today. This is a sleeper hit, maybe. I don't want to say, I don't want to hype it up too much, but it looks interesting.
All right, so let's go on to the next one here. So,
part 2.
We have to talk about it as Higurashi watches here. So I got Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Shotsu. We're still midway through the previous season that just finished airing, but looks like we're getting a time skip. Obviously, as you can see here, they're both growing up. What are your thoughts on a whole another season with 15 episodes? Not even 20. It's not even 24 this time. It's 15 randomly this time. But what are your thoughts?
No. This gets handed over to you, Germs. What are your thoughts on the season that we have no motivation to watch? I've considered it dropped at this point. I don't think we're ever going to finish. I mean, listen, you might truck through it and get it done, but for me, it's like a drop at this point. Tell the people, Jeremy, what are you thinking of this past season that we literally have been watching for months, and there's no sign of life, no sign of progress on it?
Yeah, so basically, if you're new to Higurashi, the originals are classics in a lot of people's eyes. We thought they were okay, probably for the time they were probably pretty good. But we watched them like, okay, they're okay. So we're like, okay, well, maybe we have this new one that came out last season. We're like, okay, maybe some spice. So we start watching and we're like, wait, did you put on like the original episodes? Because they're basically just remaking all the original arcs, or some of the original arcs, but just making them worse. It looks nice, it's obviously, new days of animation, but story-wise, we saw this over and over again, but it was just a worse version of the stories. So as fans, we're like, this is garbage. Like, it looks nice, but we were just seeing deja vu.
Yeah, you said this is a new age of animation and it looks nicer. I don't think it does. I thought it still looked bad. I didn't like the character designs. I didn't like it's more colorful, thank God. The Studio Dean version looked very bad. Like horrendous. And that's not me going back and criticizing it. I've seen a lot of 2000s anime. Even at the time, it looked very dry and bland. Is the best way for me to put it. This new one looked bad. It's a sequel it's not a remake. It marketed itself as a remake, but it's not. It's technically a sequel. It's not. I don't under.
It's too confusing.
I don't. Who's the audience for it? I'm still confused on who the audience is for it. Who wants to watch this? It tells, like you said, it tells the original events with the twist on them. It's weird. And you watching this second season of it, Germs?
I'll probably have to like turn off all my keyboard and mouse so I can't pause it, throw them away somewhere, and then I'll probably have to just go and watch all the other episodes from this previous season. I'm already in too deep. I gotta just watch it, but I'm not gonna be very happy. But that's just how I roll. That's how I roll.
I know you're a mad lad. For me, like, I'm just not enjoying it, so I don't even see a point to go on. We've been watching it in quotations for months. So how hyped are you about this one, Germs? How hyped are you?
Well, I imagine we have to get something new. You know, they're all grown up this time, so I imagine there's hopefully going to be something hot and new with these ones. So I hope I'm gonna drudge through this the other half, and then just hopefully, and luckily also the one thing that makes it a little bit better to chew on is it's 15. You know, I wish it would be 12. You know, or didn't exist. You know, those two would have been nice, but we have to deal with 15 here. So I'm gonna watch it, seeing that there's something at least new. Hopefully, they got something hot and fresh this time around. But
yeah,
that's our thoughts on that one there.
Yeah, we have a history with Higurashi. We have a history with it for sure.
Mm-hmm. So this is an interesting one I'm throwing on here to talk about Shinigami Bokan to Kuro Maid. This is by JC Staff as well, and there's no episode count here, but in a large mansion lives a boy, an Aristocat who is cursed by the witch to let everything he touches dies. With him is a maid, Alice, who, besides serving him, likes to tease him. The boy who is interested in her doesn't mind the teasing, but not being able to touch her is painful. If they are unable to hold hands, how will their love ever bloom? So it seems like a very weird series here, and the trailer and the designs are very, very interesting. But what are your thoughts?
CGI? Is it CGI?
I don't think so. I'll check out. Want to check the trailer? Be right back.
Yeah, let's peep it.
Yeah, so we're back. So I forgot that it was 3D. I don't personally mind 3D, but I imagine it's like 99% of people turned off by that instantly. So this is a very Jeremy recommend watch here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't really like 3D as much. Listen, CGI when done good is fine when it complements 2D. And listen, I'm fine with shows being completely 3D. It looks like that maybe there was a little bit of a mix in there, but yeah, 95% of it's going to be 3D, looks like. It's not my style. I'll put up with it if it's a good story, but from the synopsis, it doesn't look like it's that good of a story. I mean, it looks okay. Doesn't look bad. I'm not saying any of these shows look bad by any means, but I want the cream of the crop. I want the goods, you know what I mean? So it doesn't scream my name, you know what I mean? But it looks like a comedy, so. You watching it?
Yeah, I'll be watching it. Seems interesting to me. But let's see what we got next.
Pass from me.
So we got some spice up in here now. Hayan Seidai no Idaten Tachi by Mappa. It's an action adventure fantasy. No episode number here. But gods appeared when humanity was on the verge of destruction due to the work of demons. Deities called Idaten fought and sealed away the demons 800 years ago. Nowadays, the Idatens have no fighting experience and they live peaceful lives, but now the demons are reviving and the battle between gods, humans, and demons is about to begin. For me, because months ago the original picture was very different. I'll put it on screen, and that's all I needed to see. I didn't even need to read a description to know I was watching this one. But that's just me. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Monkey
Yeah,
Brain
open
is
the tab. Open the tab for the people. You have it open,
Oh no,
right?
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
right
put. I
there.
was just gonna put. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen. From this picture, I would have never guessed that it was like a shonen action series, but from the synopsis, it looks like it's an action show. So like,
That's probably why they
I'm
changed it.
I'm confused. Was ecchi even a tag here? Like, what is this show? What am I looking at here?
We got nudity here. Woo.
Really?
But
I
yeah,
need
action
to
adventure fantasy.
yeah, listen, for research purposes, we need to check out the trailer. We need to check out the trailer. I need to see what this is about. Okay, listen, I'm still genuinely confused at what the hell this is. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I'm liking it. Yeah, I was afraid that this was 3D for some reason. I don't know why. I saw an earlier trailer months ago. It's not. It's got a lot of. I mean, listen, it had some great Sakuga there at the end of the trailer. We have big tits in there. No episode count, right?
No episode count. Very the art
shit.
style the art style is very interesting, like very simple, but yet they had some detail, and then the Sakuga just really helped out, and the colors are just all over the place, like JoJo, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, very interesting. This is a very unique feeling show. This is definitely anime, no cartoons here.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to just read that description, just that description, no pictures, no nothing, that's a shonen. That's like an action. That's like a typical standard action show. And then you look at the images, and it's like, whoa, like very artistic. The fight scenes looked great. The picture that we referenced looked like an ecchi. Just from that one picture, I would never have guessed that there was any action in this series. That looked like an ecchi comedy. But here we go. It's sort of a. What are the tags? Let's pull up the tags real quick one more time.
Action adventure fantasy.
So yeah, it's
the shonen.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at here. It appears to be a shonen, but it appears to be a very unique type of shonen. I'm liking it. I don't know what this is, but I'm liking it. What do you think?
By Mappa. It's done by Mappa, are the boys. So I imagine the Sokka is going to be there, and the fights gonna look great. So, and it's a shonen, so that's what they do best. So I think this is going to be a nice watch. Very nice. This is one of my top anticipated for this season. What about you?
I didn't know much about it coming into this, but it's winning me over. Especially nudity. Go to the longer list of tags.
Seinen.
Demons, gods, war, nudity, seinen.
So it's not even shonen. It's we're big boys. We're big boys here.
Yeah, that makes sense. A seinen action series. That's not what I would typically assume a seinen action series would look like. But hey, if they want to defy convention, I'm fine with that. It's won me over. It's won me over, honestly. Maybe this is a candidate for the weekly roundup.
I think there's some spice in here. I think there is.
I wonder what the manga readers say about it. I wonder if the manga readers like this.
Yeah, I might check it out. Like if you look at this, look at this now. This looks like a shonen,
That looks typical shonen. So either Mappa has adapted this and took it to another level, or maybe the inside the manga, the panels look different. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Even in these tags, it has that nudity and seinen. So it's a seinen, but it looks like a shonen.
Yeah.
And Mappa's I think Mappa's really taken to this into another level with the colors and the Sakuga and stuff. So I think this is real spicy here. Real spicy.
Very spicy. It continues to confuse me, but I think I'm sold on it. That trailer did it for me. I mean, that looks interesting. So I did not expect to say this, but I think I'm gonna watch this one. I think I'm gonna watch it.
And I'm watching this as well. So let's see what we got next here. So we're going down and down. So now all the way down here, unfortunately, it's so sad to see it for me, seeing it so far down, but Magica Record, Mahou Shoujo Madoka, Magica Gaiden, second season, Kakusei Zenya, by Shaft. Beautiful, beautiful drama, Maho Shoujo. Description is just the second season of Magical Record, and I'm pretty excited for this. I'm a little sad to see it so down low, but
Yeah.
it's being done by Shaft, like good old classic, good company in my eyes. They did like all the Monogatari, so I'm really excited for this. So sad to see it so down on the list, but hey, luckily there's like 5,000 people at least in the boat here.
They know what's up.
They know what's up. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, this is Magia Record. For those who don't know, it's the spin-off series of Madoka Magica. Everyone knows Madoka Magica. Madoka Magica is almost a classic at this point. I don't know if you call it that, but it redefined the magical girl genre. We saw many different types of, sort of like when SAO came out. We had the whole isekai boom. We ever since Madoka Magica, we've had all that darker horror style of magical girl show. So it's a very important anime in anime's history. This is the spin-off series. This is the second season of the series. I haven't checked it out. I've checked out Madoka Magica. You say it's intertwined, right? So that's interesting. It's Madoka. If you've seen Madoka, you know it gets nutty and crazy like that. So that doesn't surprise me. The only reason it's not a watch for me is just because I haven't seen the first season, but I don't doubt that it's good. I thought I read somewhere that this would be the conclusion to the story, so I think this will be a second season to wrap it all up. We're still waiting on that next Madoka, the fourth Madoka film. So
Oof, that was a big
I
surprise.
bet,
Is that?
yeah, I bet you're really hyped up about this, huh?
Yeah, the Madoka series is on my mind at the moment, so it's got me hyped.
And who recommended the Madoka series to you? Let the record
Yep,
tell the people, Germs.
You watched it all together.
It's a pass. It's a pass for me, but not out of malice. Not because it looks bad. I just haven't seen the first season yet. I might. So
Catch
yeah,
up.
it's just a pass because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's easy watch for me. And let's see what we got next. There isn't much left.
We're getting to the bottom.
Yeah, and it's only getting less and less. So for me, I think this is the last thing I personally want to talk about because it's just so wild, so interesting. It's got me actually kind of excited. So we got Biohazard Infinite Darkest. You know who the studio is. We'll see that in a second. But it's an ONA action horror. If you're not in the know, Biohazard is the Japanese name that Resident Evil has. They changed it to Resident Evil for us Americans and global. So, there's a lot of stuff here.
But, look at this.
But by Netflix. But in 2006, there were traces of improper access to the secret presidential files found in the White House's network. American federal agent Leon S. Kennedy is among the group invited to the White House to investigate this incident. But when the lights suddenly go out, Leon and the SWAT team are forced to take down a horde of mysterious zombies. Meanwhile, Tara's staff member Claire Redfield encounters a mysterious image drawn by youth in a countryside she visited while providing support to refugees haunted by this drawing. Which appears to be a victim of viral infection. Claire starts her own investigation the next morning. Claire visits the White House to request the construction of a welfare facility. There, she has a chance reunion with Leon and uses the opportunity shown. I feel like this is like the whole series synopsis right here.
That's funny.
But I'll finish it up here. But Leon seems to realize some sort of connection between the zombie outbreak at the White House and the strange drawing, but he tells Claire that there's no relation and leaves. In time, these two zombie outbreaks in distant countries lead to events that lead to shake the nation to its very core. So I'm pretty excited for this. The animation on this looks, this is beautiful. This is like you're watching like a whole like series of game cutscenes that look absolutely fantastic here. Or maybe I'll show you the trailer. Maybe get a little excited as well.
Yeah. Let me see.
I'm very excited for this. So we just watched the trailer. Mr. James has now seen what I was been talking about here. So what are your thoughts from that trailer?
Yet again, you sold me on something here. I've been wanting to get into the Resident Evil series. Listen, for those of you who haven't seen the trailer, this isn't really like anime, but please go watch this. Go watch the trailer. It looks beautiful. It's video game cutscenes, but like as a whole series, and it's a Netflix O&A. It's going to drop all at once, I assume. We don't know how many episodes it's going to be, but it comes out in 10 days. Listen,
Oh, whew.
man, and maybe this is a good way for me to get into the Resident Evil series. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think this would be a great introduction to a lot of people, especially since Resident Evil 8 just came out. So I think they probably timed this perfectly, or they just happened to line up perfectly. 'Cause I think this is gonna. I think a lot of people that watch this and enjoy this. It seems just like, if you like Resident Evil, this is exactly, I think, what every Resident Evil fan ever wanted. Probably
Right.
live action or something, but this is as close as you're gonna get, really.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for this. This seems just like a Resident Evil, but just like in a series here. Will probably a little bit of spookiness, but probably a little bit more some other things as well. But I'm really
more
excited.
actiony.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for this. This is a definitely watch on my end. Maybe we'll watch it together and maybe give a review if it goes all at once. But I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, possible. A very big tonal shift. I don't know. I was just under the impression that Resident Evil was a lot more spookier, a lot more horror type. This looks like more of an action. I mean, I know it has the horror tag. I didn't see much of it in that trailer. Well, I saw, yeah, with the monsters and shit like that. So,
Yeah.
I'm thinking more 7, like a haunted house and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like at nighttime.
Mhm.
But yeah, it looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. I'm actually gonna say if this is a good entrance into the series, then I'll watch this. I'll watch
Mhm.
this.
Yeah, I'm a little sad that they give. I wish they would just give us this first paragraph, because I feel like I know so much more about what's going to happen. I feel like they just give us a synopsis here, but it's Netflix, so maybe they just want to give it all. So hopefully I'll forget what happened, what I read here. So I'll go right into it blind again. But I
They
think
gave you a
that's-
whole book there.
So I'm excited for this one. This is gonna be a fun watch. But I think that's it for us here in the preseason. Obviously, there's a lot of other shows that we'll probably watch, but not really worth talking about. But I think overall, pretty spicy season. A lot of unique ideas, I think, is the main thing to go off of here. Really, a lot of unique ideas. Nothing, no big bangers. No Attack on Titan. No Jujutsu Kaisen season or Demon Slayer. But I think it doesn't really, I think this is nice to see. Like, we don't need those shows to at least have some fun, with a lot of anime.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Very, very, very nice season we got here.
Well,
Nice
I would
variety.
say certainly a surprising season, right? Everyone thinks this is a dead season. And listen, compared to spring and fall, it kind of is, but it still has a lot to offer, it looks like.
Mhm.
I think the most high profile ones are probably like Slime and Kobayashi, probably.
Mhm. Everyone already knew, when you just seeing the name, you already knew it was going to be top tier. Like it seems like a lot of series that you wouldn't just hear the name, be like, oh, that's worth watching, So I think that's nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised. This was fun. I mean, there was a lot of there was 2 that you sold me on. You sold me on Resident Evil. You sold me on that Mappa one that we just talked about.
Jaya?
So
Jaya. No, yeah. This Spice.
Yeah, so yeah, the Spice. And then, there's Peach Boy Riverside to discuss. There's that there's Vanitas to look at. Jahy, that one that you're talking about. We got the four ladies, the 4 lovely hoes. There's a lot to discuss here. There really is. I think a lot of people think this is a dead season, but there's a lot going on,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think we'll take a quick little break, and then me and James will discuss here what we'll probably put on the Weekly Roundup. So we'll be right back.
All right, Weebs. After some thoughtful discussion on our end, I think we've come up with the Weekly Roundup, Germs.
Pretty spicy
so listen,
one.
It's a pretty spicy one. Listen, nothing is set in stone. Nothing is final. So if you guys have been watching the podcast, please check it out. We would really appreciate that. For spring, we started out with 6. One of them got dropped, Shaman King. But the other 5, I mean, we've been going hard on. So of our spring roundup so far, Boku no Hero's 5th season is continuing. Tokyo Revengers is continuing. So yeah, I mean, listen, we started with 6 in the spring. Let's go for 6 again. So that leaves 4 open spots for us. I think Kobayashi's easy. right? That's
Mhm.
that's the layup, right? I'm trying to catch up on it. You love it. I love it. We're watching that easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kobayashi making the list. All right, let's scroll down a little bit here. Keep scrolling. All right, it's time to come to a stop. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna review. What is this one called? Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Yep.
It should be called Four Hoes, but we're gonna be reviewing Girlfriend every week for you guys, for your pleasure, not for mine. I don't know if I'd watch this on my own, but I'm gonna be having a blast watching it. I'm gonna have my popcorn ready, and yeah, I want the love triangle. I want to see the claws come out. I want to see cat fights. I want to see it.
Mhm. It's not even a triangle anymore. We're in like a square, because
I want to see. Okay, so we know the third chick comes into it, but does that fourth chick come into it? I don't know. It's
she's
just I don't
blushing
know.
over here. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want him. Maybe she wants her friend. Maybe
Mhm.
there's some lesbo stuff going on here. I don't know it looks so trashy. I wouldn't put it past them if that's what happens. So I'm fascinated by this. We will be reviewing it every week for you guys. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's scroll down here a little bit, Germs. Let's scroll down. All right, it's time to come to a stop once again. We're going to give it a shot, people. We're going to give it a shot. Peach Boy Riverside makes the cut for the Weeb Retreat Podcast's Summer Weekly Roundup.
Seems very
I feel like
interesting.
I'm biased on this one. I think it'll be good. I don't know if it'll be great, but I
Mhm.
think it'll be good. What do you think, Germs? Do you think this
I
will be
think
fun to discuss every week?
I think it'll be fun. I wonder what they're gonna do with it. It seems like there's an interesting cast of characters, especially seeing how weird that character design is. It's
Or that bunny or something?
yeah, cat bunny, whatever it is. There's a random nun. There's a dog just chilling around. It seems like just like a carrot. You think the rabbit would be called Carrot, but no, it's the big titties. It doesn't make sense, but it seems like a fun time. Seems like a
Yeah.
fun time.
Yeah,
That's why
I want to
that's
see
why we'll
some
be doing it.
action. Yeah, I want to see some action, man. And a good female lead. We got of the four, there's like two girls, one guy looks like a girl. So let's just three girls for eye candy. And then a rabbit of some, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at, but we're going to be doing it. Peach Boy Riverside, worst title I've ever heard, but we're going to be watching it every week for you guys' pleasure. That's 5 spots. Let's just go over it real quick. Boku no Hero continues. Tokyo Revengers continues. We have Peach Boy
Kobayashi
Riverside. We have Kobayashi.
and girlfriend.
Girlfriend. What's going to take the 6th spot? Let's scroll down. Oh, Higurashi. No, that's not making it. Right here, let's come to a stop. What's the English name for this?
I don't even know. The Idaten Deities only know peace, or also Idaten Deities and the peaceful generation.
So the Idaten Deities only know peace.
We'll find a new name.
Again.
We'll find a new name.
Yeah, we'll find a new name. Idaten, I don't know. We'll find something. We always come up with nicknames for the shows we watch. You guys got to check out the podcast. We love reviewing anime for you guys. I still don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good, and we're gonna be reviewing it for you guys. Are you hyped for this one, Germs?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely. And being by Mappa as well.
Yes.
Big titties and Mappa. What else could I ask for?
What else could a guy ask for? And some Sakuga in there. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what I'm looking at here. It's confusing me, but we're gonna give it a shot. That trailer did it for me, and the synopsis as well. So that's gonna be the summer weekly roundup for you guys. I'll go over them one more time, and just to be clear, from our spring roundup, we dropped Shaman King. 86 has come to an end. Megalobox Season 2 has come to an end. And Nakatoro has come to an end. The 2 that will be continuing is Boku no Hero, Tokyo Revengers, and then the new ones for this summer season is going to be Kobayashi, Peach Boy Riverside, Girlfriend, and Idaten. So, what a season, man. I thought that this would be a dead season, and it is by and large, I guess, but but still
Some fun.
it's almost like spring. I mean, there's still some stuff here for everyone, you know? Like there's still some spice here, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very excited to see this new season. A lot, and then not even on the roundup. There's so many other shows just for me personally that seem like a lot of fun. So it's just a great season overall.
Yeah, yeah, and that's not to mention also, the Wonder Egg special, a Boku no Hero movie. So there's even little standalones like that as well. You know,
And
there are a bunch of
Biohazard
other
as
movies
well.
this season. Biohazard. I
A lot
think
of fun. A
there's a
lot of fun.
Megalobox. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Even a Megalobox special. So listen, let us know in the comments down below. We would love to hear what are you guys watching this summer season. Let us know. Do you agree with our upcoming weekly roundup? Are you hyped for any of those shows? What did we miss? What do you guys agree, disagree with us? Let us know in the comments down below. Please check out the channel. This is YouTube only content here. This is not part of our main podcast. But if you do want to watch our main podcast, it's on the YouTube channel. Again, just hit the channel icon, scroll through a video, click any one. If you
It's
like
fire.
the content, give us a sub. It's fire, as Jerm says. Take our word for it, please. We're weebs, just like you guys. And any final thoughts here, Germs?
No, just a great season we got looking forward to here. I'm really excited. A lot of spice.
Yes, another great preseason show for you guys. Again, give us a like and a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. All right, guys. That'll be it. Weebs out. We'll see you summer 2021. Peace.